Hello there everyone, Amtrak F4200, first around. Today, we're going to be doing something a little bit different today. We're going to be weathering today. We're going to be weathering some boxcars. I would say we were weathering an engine today, but I've already done that. Came up pretty nice if I do say so myself. Painted that grill black. It was originally green. Added some little smoke detail. So that's what we're gonna be doing today. I got about a row of boxcars that need to be weathered. So this is what we're gonna do. I've already weathered some of them last night, and I wanted to at least weather the rest of them because I have to go to work today, and I want to get them weathered before I have to go there. So let's get started. So what I'll be using is this weathering kit. As you can see, I've already got quite a bit of use out of it. It's yeah, I don't know. It's in some kind of Asian. Can't really read it, but it's orange rust, gunmetal, and silver. If you're wondering, I got this at my local hobby shop, or I got it at a chain hobby shop, Hobby Lobby, if you guys know what that is. I also got this acrylic painting kit with some various drab colors, I've already used it a couple of times. I've used it for this Denver and Rio Grande boxcar. Looks like it has a little bit of a burning thing going on with it, which is kind of what I wanted to go for here. As you can see, I got the roof and both sides. I don't know why I'm shaking. Can't really control that though somehow. Alright, so let's officially get started. I don't know how long this video is gonna be, but we're gonna see what happens. So I'm gonna get all these out of the way. We're gonna start with this M&S boxcar. Now it's got some great little details on it. Even the door opens. You put a load in there or whatever and have it like sitting idle with the load exposed. You got some numbering here, some identification numbers, weight capacity, running number, identifications, various different things. And today we're going to be weathering it. I gotta stop saying today or else it's going to get repetitive. So I'm taking this, it's not very stable. It's got some holes in it already, but it came with the weathering kit that I got. It's also got a brush on it, and I'm going to be taking some of this orange rust, and I'm going to be just scraping it on there, and I'm going to go along the sides, and kind of scrape it onto the sides of the boxcar, maybe over the logo. Get some rust on the door, and I might have rusted the door a little bit too much, but that's okay because I have a brush here and just brush off some of that excess. Same with over here. As you can see, you already have a rusted side door, kind of a rust looking like it was on the road for some time. I'm also going to be rusting over this N in the M&S logo. Nothing, I don't want this to look too rusty. I just want it to look used. Okay. I'm also going to be switching to the other side and taking some of this gunmetal and just swishing it all around the car. This is going to give it that used look that I was talking about earlier. Make it look like it was exposed to the elements at least once or twice. I'm going to be taking more of this and slapping it on the bogies, carefully, mind you. So if I use too much, it could get up into the axles and it could sound weird, or it just, it's just not a very good combination. Oh, if I'm doing anything wrong here, I'm gonna be describing everything that I'm doing. So if you spot anything that I might be doing wrong, please let me know. I do not have any problems with criticism as long as it's not aggressive criticism, if you know what I mean. I take my criticism with a grain of salt, or at least I like to, I want to, unless it's something like, oh, you're not this amateur. He's not doing this. He's not doing that. Guys, it's my first time weathering, so please just give me a little bit of leeway, just a slight bit of leeway. I've been listening to podcasts, watching videos, and I'm using the phrase again, taking everything with a grain of salt. So there's that. Okay, so I'm going to be making some more lines of weathering on the other side, as well as weathering the box cars ladders, so where the crew climb up during switching moves. We'll be brushing up some of the excess off the sides of the ladders, so the ladders itself looks rusted and not the rest of the car. Also going to be making one more additional line here, right before the logo. And once again, I'm going to be flipping the sides over. I'm going to be using this gunmetal and just go around the car. Now, I've noticed that people use reference photos when they weather, so they can get some specific details on what they're weathering, on how they're going to weather it, how they're going to go about it. Some inspiration, if you will. I have not done that yet. I have not consulted any pictures of any of the boxcars that I own. I have not used any reference points whatsoever. I just went off of what I thought was realistic. Okay. I just kind of did my own thing, and I showed it to some people, and they said it was really nice. I showed it to some other model railroaders, and they said it was up to par with, some pro weatherers. I don't know how that happened, but it did. So, it's great to have some feedback from someone else, because just because you think something you make is good doesn't mean that other people think what you make is good. And I will advise you that you probably should wear gloves, because I have to go into work in a couple of hours, and I'm already getting this weathering kit on my hands already, so just beware that you are going to get dirty. At least at least at your fingers and not anything else. Okay. So yeah. As you guys know, or may not know, because you stopped watching me, which I understand. I completely get it, because I don't really upload regularly, and when I do upload, it's usually shorts, because that's just a thing nowadays. But I'm trying to get back in the habit of uploading, and this model railroading thing is kind of my go-to for at this point. I don't really have a working computer anymore, because the internet on it just stopped working. It's like a 5-6-year-old computer anyway. It wasn't really meant for gaming in the first place. It was meant for office work. So there's that. I will, at least in 2 years, within 2 years, I'll be having a new gaming PC. I'll get a good one. Right now I'm working with a laptop. It's not this thing right here. It's not very good. I had it 3 years, and I haven't really been using it 2 out of those 3 years, so it's really slow at the moment. Even after upgrading it to Windows 10, not 10, 11, it's still pretty pretty lackluster, which is kind of on me. So there's that. Okay, guys. So here's the finished product. Weathered bogies, weathered sides, and weathered ends. As you can see, I didn't go too heavy on it, you know, and I even weathered the roof. Now, I did go heavy on the roof because that's going to have the most contact with the elements, the wind, the rain, and, you know, everything like that. I might brush it, I'm going to brush it off just a little bit. Not too much, okay? Not too much. Oh, if you're also starting to get into weathering your rolling stock and locomotives, I would advise that you do not use too much acrylic. Do not use too much, because if you do use too much and you go to try to thin it out, use paint thinner, paint remover, you will. I don't know if this is what you want to go for, but as you can see, I kind of made a couple of mistakes and it scraped off some of the letters, which is okay because that's the thing of weathering. Sometimes, you want to have letters scraped off, look like it's been used instead of, just sitting in the shops all day. So, alright. Next, we have a Canadian Pacific box. It's nice and silver. Even the bogies and couplers are silver. My camera will focus up. But pretty sure you can see it out. And we are going to ruin it. Just like this Seaboard Railroad boxcar. Seaboard Railroad. Yeah. It's not Seaboard Coastline yet. It's pre-merger. So, pre-merger? Is that the right term? Yeah. I also used acrylic for the roof. Make of that what you will. I don't know how much of a job that is, but it's a job. I did forget to use some on the ends, but honestly, that's okay with me. Added some rust details on the side. So that's enough of that, so I can get to what the actual content is, which is actually actively weathering instead of showing you what I've already weathered. So, it's got to be something to talk about. I've got to have something to talk about during these videos, because otherwise it'll be just me and my hands weathering boxcars. So, ask some questions. Ask me a question about where the channel's headed, stuff like that. Like, are you going to be uploading more frequently now that you have acquired some new form of content, which is model railroading? Yes, I guess. I guess I will be uploading a lot more. I mean, it's my phone. Sorry about that. If you heard that anyway. I don't know if you heard that, but I'm pretty sure you did. But, I am trying to join I'm looking for a model railroad club to join in the Midwest area, Cincinnati, Midwest area. So if you live in Cincinnati and you have a model railroad club you would like to have members for, hit me up, N-Scale Model Railroad Club. I really want to join one before school starts again, because then my schedule's going to be really limited, like week. And then the only free time I get is on the weekend, obviously. So, I know I'm covering much of what I'm doing here, and I'm not really describing it, but I'm weathering the bogies right now. I have not weathered the other side yet. I've only weathered one side. Let's kind of tap off the excess here. And like I said, if I'm doing anything wrong here, please do not hesitate to let me know, because if I keep doing the wrong thing, it's not gonna end well sometime in the future. So there's the front. Not front. There's the weathered side. Weathered bogies too. I think I'm gonna start with the roof, and I'm gonna weather the other side. So, again, I'm gonna go very heavy with the roof. I'm gonna also use some of this gunmetal because it just occurs to me that the roof also sees smoke exhaust from the engines, the diesels, the steamers alike. So I'm gonna put a little black here along the walkway. Brush it a little, just a little. Get this other side real quick. So, you know, one thing I really do want to do, I really want to find some, I really want to find an auto train model. I know there isn't really one anymore because they stopped selling it because, you know, the auto train isn't really a thing anymore. And because I can't seem to find it anywhere. I know that when the auto train was in its heyday, Bachmann released a auto train set that came with the U-36B, two Vistadomes, I think? Two Vistadomes? Or at least two elongated dome cars, and a auto rack, an ex-Canadian Pacific auto rack. This one's gonna have 4 lines of rust. Yeah, lucky. And I've always been fascinated with the auto train. I've always I feel like if I was if there was one thing I would want to see rail fanning, it would be the original auto train. Of course, you can't really see that now because the original auto train has been dead in the water for quite some time now. Only 10 years under the belt of railroading, but I was really always fascinated with the auto train, and one day I'm thinking to myself, hey, I want to find a model of the auto train. I mean, there are a lot of models of fallen flags, so why not have the auto train be one of them? Alright guys, sorry about that. I had a little bit of camera trouble, and I had to cut it out. But I'm back. So right, what was I talking about? I forgot. I got so sidetracked. But anyway, here is the almost finished product. I have to weather the front and back, but here is the weathered. Here's the finished weathered product, a Canadian Pacific box. 4 lines of rust, and then, like I said, the roof gets special treatment, and I think that is a completed model right there. Now, I do have I have 2 other silver boxcars. I have one from Rock Island, and I have one from, let's see. It says Alton. I don't know what Alton is. If any of y'all know, you already know. You already know what to do. But here's one from Rock Island. It's currently missing a wheel. I need to find one. I'm pretty sure I have a couple of them laying around somewhere. But yeah. I'm still gonna weather it. I actually kind of forgot about it because I have it sitting in a box that's closed most of the time. And, we're going to be weathering this one. And I think, yeah. So, alright, yeah, the auto train. Yeah, I've always had a sort of fascination with the auto train. I've always wanted for like a couple, like 2 years now, I've always wanted like an N scale model of the Autotrain itself, but they stopped selling them because Autotrain went under, and I guess Autotrain was the main endorser of the product, which is probably why when it didn't, you know, survive after Autotrain collapsed, after Autotrain went out of business, subsequently sold to Amtrak. They just stopped making the model for it. So, I mean, I guess, that's just how the boat floats. So, but I'm sitting here thinking, like, what if I could take a U-36B? I already have a dome car, and I have a couple of passenger cars actually. What if I took a U-36B, somehow found one, because apparently those are starting to become very scarce as well in the N scale world at least. And I started to work painting it into the Autotrain paint scheme. And then that's when it hit me. I could try to find myself all of those things. Some auto racks, some like 2 U-36Bs, which I'll be lucky to even get one from the looks of it, because I did do my research last night as well. And they're really hard to come by. Bachmann apparently doesn't really like to sell them anymore. They only sell parts of it, which is not what I want. I really want a whole model. So at this point, it's kind of going to be like a passion project of mine to eventually acquire a U-36B, or I'll one-up it, an Autotrain U-36B, because since they stopped selling them, they've become a lot more scarce, and people have started selling them on eBay for hundreds of dollars for the whole set with the U-36 and the rake of passenger cars in the auto rack. So this is gonna be a real fail. Yes it did. Okay, if I can just clip it back on, which I probably can't do. It's not a clip on. You gotta stuff it in there. Okay, please give me one moment to figure out what I'm gonna do from here. Okay, so I'm back. Obviously, no duh. But we're gonna be continuing from where we left off without my sponge brush. I'm going to be trying to use this brush to the best of my ability from now on. I really hope these boxcars don't lower in quality when I do this. When I switch, that's what I was trying to say. When I switch over. So yeah, if anyone knows, about how I would go about acquiring a U-36B model, I'm asking a lot of you guys today. I mean, I've asked you for help on weathering. I've asked you to move. I should stop asking you guys for stuff. I know, but I'd offer you something like a special mention, but who wants a special mention from a channel with only like 70-something subscribers on it? I mean, yeah, there are going to be more viewers than subscribers. There definitely are more. I do have more viewers than subscribers on my on all of my videos, but you know. Okay, so we're going to be trying to weather the sides here. Let me check the time real quick. It is currently 12:42. Okay. I have to be at work in 30 minutes. Which is okay because I'm getting a ride. I'm getting a ride to work. So if I'm late, it won't be on me because I'm pretty much all ready to go. Just need to get my dress shirt on. So I think I'll be okay. Brush my teeth and stuff. And here, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna take the whole thing off. I'm gonna start using it like this. Yeah, that works a lot better. I'm already up. Alright guys, so I'm back. Something unforeseen has happened. I have to go to work. So, here's what we have so far. We have the M&S boxcar. We have the Canadian Pacific. We have the Rock Island, which I did off camera, which I finished off camera. And we have the Seaboard boxcar. I have at least 2 more to weather. Those will be done later today. I'll upload a part 2. Let me putting these away. I gotta remember which ones I just weathered and which ones I weathered yesterday. They're all in the same box. Alright everyone, I'll be making part 2 later. I'm Amtrak at 4200, first around, and I will be seeing you at the next station. Hopefully you can grab a ticket and join me for another video. Goodbye.